We have to get a cry meter, like a cry count. I'm the cry countess of New Jersey. Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you were new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we are going to react to episode 3 of Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story, Even Days. Now, I usually do the show on Wednesdays, but I have been craving these episodes. I did one yesterday because it was Wednesday, but I needed to do a third one today because I want to marathon the whole thing. It is so good. It is so addictive. I want to know so much more about this story, which is so interesting because we know a decent amount of it from Bridgerton, but we don't know all the pieces to the puzzle of how it became what it is. At the end of the last episode, we find out that King George's illness is creeping in on him a little quicker than we thought, or at least I thought it was. I am curious to see to the extent of which this is. How long is it before Charlotte finds out? I just want to see them fall in love more. Because that one scene in the last episode was so sweet. It was so beautiful. I want to get more of those. So let's jump in. It's episode 3 of Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story, Even Days. I got a bougie drink for a bougie show.
I need to be. I'm on an errand.
Then I need to be. I'm here because you hold the king and she is looking for him.
We're all Team
Coronation
Brimley,
Day
so
is a
just
great
remember
day
that. Sees the doctor checking him out.
Why is he not being examined by the royal physician?
Wow, so no one, literally nobody except for this person knows.
Violet, Coronation Day is a great day.
Yes.
Then why did Mother call it a farce? What is unnatural about our society?
Do not repeat what your mother says to anyone outside the family.
We all saw her.
She's hiding behind the chair.
Of course, I accept her.
But
The rest of them?
money does not make them
Us.
Daddy. The king gave them titles, did he not?
Yes.
All the families of the town.
Leave it up to
got
the
their
kids,
titles
always
and land
making
from the
sense
king.
out of
That
it.
is
The adults
Saying.
It is better in some cases, considering that several of them are from royal families of their own and have much more money than we do.
Violet Ledger, stop talking this instant.
I would like to
You're a
request
woman,
advance
stop
mathematics.
thinking.
Happy Coronation Day, Daddy.
Happy Coronation Day, Violet.
Dearest,
Oh,
gentle
that's so
reader,
cute, I love
Her
it.
Majesty requires more colour.
everything I do is a blessing. You do not need to.
Everything
Why
I do
are
is a
you
blessing.
shrieking?
Sophia finished
Sorry.
the bedspread.
Her Majesty must be feeling the sting of being a have-not.
They only knew what their mother had
It
to
is a
go
ladies'
through.
tea.
Host the first ball of the season. Gain her
Ooh,
support.
I love that
The
key.
first ball.
Perhaps you should stay home with me.
She's like, oh my god, go.
The coronation has only drawn them closer.
Oh, so we don't even get a combo before the coronation, huh? Look at those freaking jewels. God save the king. God save the queen. A little creepy. And cut to anger. We are so happy. We are
Clear the halls.
happy.
Right away.
Can you please help me get this off my head?
He is a lying liar who lies.
Spoken with her
So happy.
About an heir?
Do not need to adhere to every even day.
We do not.
The sooner you are with child, the sooner we can cease this.
And I will no longer have to view your face.
No longer hear your voice.
It is difficult. I know. It is awful.
I didn't find that part convincing. I don't think that's how you make a baby, sir. Well, I got the money. Knock it down.
It is a nightmare.
I am so sorry.
Just wondering, Charlotte, have you met her husband? Just curious.
Will you please no longer breathe so very loudly?
Would you please not talk?
They all gonna sit there and watch it.
And I have explained.
You have been breathing in my room.
They're like, I don't understand what's happening. Oh, oh my. Maybe have everybody leave? I guess they just get so used to everybody being there, though, you know? Like, it's a part of their life.
I do not suppose you would allow me to cool down in your chambers later.
I might allow it.
What the is going on in there? They hate each other. They don't have to kiss. But they do. Now, that's a Bridgerton episode. 15 minutes in, we got like 10 sex
Your Majesty
scenes.
can also do charity work. Orange.
Brimsley, I will get my own oranges from now on. There will be no discussion.
The king does not allow social events at the palace.
Oh, well,
Really?
we can go out to socialise, I suppose. I merely thought...
He does not socialise.
He's afraid
He's a nice
he's gonna
smile.
have
He
like
is
a
It
man.
might have something to do with the doctor.
Yeah, he's afraid he's gonna have an episode.
What doctor?
I did not agree.
Your eyes agreed.
I was gonna say you didn't
He's
agree.
not ill.
Then why the doctor?
There is nothing to know.
Oh, I think there's something to know. I get him being upset though. We know that Charlotte is cool. He doesn't know that.
I
I saw
feel
a
that was-
doctor the other day in the cellar. The cellar feels like a secret.
The cellar is where his examination room is.
That is all.
That is all.
Living for the happiness or misery of a great nation.
Do we think there will be a baby soon?
I mean, I'd be shocked if there
Any
wasn't.
signs? The first bowl of the season with you? No.
I know you would like Artiste to continue.
She's pissed by Lady Di. See the little smile though? Oops. He was rocking that so hard he moved my mouse. I think she like oddly respects her in a way.
They dangle joy in front of me, never let me grasp it.
You are every bit as good as they are.
No matter how gross he is, she still
one a
understands
terribly
like
awful
that
round, my lady?
feeling that he has.
Not really. Princess Augusta gave her approval. No.
We don't give a shit. We're gonna do it anyway.
Which is where I shall need to send out invitations.
I love it. It's like, I don't need your permission. I'll just do it. And then you're gonna have to go with it.
It is my husband's birthday today. Would have been. My father made me these birthday hats, and no one had ever done that for him. He looked ridiculous in them. Love, I do not like today. It reminds me that there are no hats to make.
You are most fortunate.
I am fortunate.
You may not like today. But
you
trust
are
me.
love. She at least had moments of love with her husband. Danbury didn't have that. It may have been short, but she had it.
Can I go?
We are not going to their home for any reason.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do another one after this. It's just too good. Like, oh, I can't stop. Do they get chairs? They got a stand? That sucks.
Mozart. Where is he from?
It's Mozart.
So sad to miss him. Well, we all are we not, ladies?
Maybe she'll get Richard to go, so then everyone else will want to go. Her nose.
So King George is Farmer George.
Yes. Farmer George. I am Farmer George.
No one wants to go home. Government is grinding to a halt.
Oh, boof. No, who cares?
Danbury can withdraw.
Sounds like Lady Danbury now has the upper hand.
It sounds like y'all got a stick up your ass.
The king does not accept social engagements.
Is that not odd? Do you know why?
I do not.
Every day he marches into that garden. It is so curious.
Your Majesty, please. You are the first of your kind. That opened doors, so we are new. Do you not see us? You are our queen. Your focus should be your country, your people, our side. Your palace walls are too high, Your Majesty.
Wow, so Danbury was really the driving force of all this inspiration.
You dismissed them.
We'll not have a discussion, Your Majesty.
One of these moments, he's gonna have an episode in front of her or something, and he's not gonna be able to hide it. Did this whole thing really ruin what you guys have? That shouldn't be. Yeah. You know you wanna. Get you have your duties, but you have your own lives too.
No wonder you spend so much time in the garden.
It's an escape for him.
In the garden, I'm a regular man.
You are a person to me. You can be a person with me. No more even days.
We shall just have days.
Ah, I love it.
I picked my own orange.
Woo!
George, I know you do not owe me anything.
What do you need?
We're going
Our
to
palace
a
walls are
ball.
too high.
Lord and Lady Ledger.
Oh, I thought you could make it.
How wonderful of you to invite us.
She tried to miss it, but then she received a personal note from His Majesty the King.
I love him.
I like you. Let's be friends.
Oh.
Lord Danbury, when can I get you on one of my hunts?
She's like, I'm honored, but you better not f up. Oh my god, they look so pretty. Oh my god,
Thank
look
you
at
for
her
having me.
gown. It's so pretty.
Your Majesty.
What's the song gonna be? Alicia Keys? She gonna ask Danbury to dance?
Lord Danbury.
What's going on there? Oh, he made it look like it's okay. Everybody just go out and dance. Oh, I love this so much. It ain't you, baby. Yeah, see, it's fine. Everything's good.
He is so happy.
Yeah.
I have never seen him so
No. I just well up every freaking episode.
We are a team.
And a special for Viscountess Bridgerton's dad, because that was a sick move.
Yes, indeed. I am a success.
Get the bath ready. Go, go, go. Bath.
You can do anything, George.
With you by my side, I think I can. I will not let you fall.
It's so sad because it's like you know where it's going. Let's stop these real fast. Move back a little. Oh my god, did he die?
My lord?
Did he have a heart attack in her? Oh my god! Oh my god! Is this a bad thing? He died doing what he loved. What does that mean for her, though? Yeah, she's happy. She's like, woohoo! He's not even cold yet. She's like, yeah!
Wake his valets now!
Oh no! He was going at it too much. If he wasn't going at it so much, maybe he would have lasted a little longer, but he died doing what he loved.
To another engagement. A wife commemorating her beloved.
What's up your ass?
Why, I was at the church, for heaven's sake. Lord Danbury found girls useful only for breeding.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
You loved. And in your loving, you go to church. I loathed. And in my loathing, I fund a school to seek revenge. Your heart is full. Mine starves. Fortunate.
Yeah.
Shall we have something stronger than tea?
Yes, Violet.
She got a chance to love for the short amount of time she had. Danbury didn't get that. We have to get a cry meter, like a cry count. I'm the cry countess of New Jersey.
It makes me dislike you more. Answer the question.
You are still his queen. Your daughters could not leave you here, trapped in time.
Speaking the truth.
Look that way,
She
not at me.
knows it.
I want more gold tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Here it is. I knew there was going to be a moment where she saw it.
George is working. Go back to your post. We are fine.
Lock the servants in downstairs if you must. Keep everyone away. Please, Brimsley.
I knew you would come! Do you see her?
I do, Your Majesty.
Say hello!
Hello, Venus.
George? I am Venus.
You are Venus?
Yes. I was in the sky, but now I am going inside. Into Buckingham House.
Venus is indoors.
Venus is indoors. With you.
That must be so hard to watch someone you love go through that. Be like this person you don't know. Show. Oh, I just got the title. All right, there you have it. Episode 3, Even Days. Fantastic episode. So we are only consummating on even days and we hate each other and it's awful and it's just a horrible life until it's not, until we start to learn about each other and understand each other better. And this is what makes this situation, this relationship so unique as opposed to what we get in season 1 and season 2 is that, again, they love each other. Like the other two, they love each other, but it took a while to get there. And in them, it's so quick. It's the connection is like bam, and they both know it and they both feel it, but he is hiding this part of him that is very difficult to not only explain to her, but difficult for him to show her or try to have her understand what is going on with him. We have in season 1 and 2 our issues, our differences, you know, our secrets, if you will, but this is just so different from those two situations. I love when King George says, like, we're a team, right? Like, I can do anything with you by my side. It's so true. And I think he starts to feel little by little that he can tell her possibly what's happening with him. But my question is, does he even know how bad it is? Like, he knows obviously that he's sick, that he's struggling with something, but this guy, I'm gonna have to look up his name because I can't keep calling him this guy. Now I'm all stuffy and nasally because I keep crying. Reynolds. Okay. Reynolds knows everything that's going on. He sees it all. He probably sees and understands and knows more than George himself, ironically, because I'm assuming that George doesn't remember when he has these episodes, when he does these things. So how much is Reynolds telling George? That's my question. How much does he actually know? And how frequent does that happen? Because there's a difference between like, oh, I don't feel good, and running naked in the garden screaming for Venus. Like, there's a big, big difference. So I don't know. I'm very curious to see more of that. We know that in the previous Bridgerton seasons that he does have things like that still. That's where I think he was naked in season 2, running through the room at one point, and everybody in the castle has to see this, right? Like, everybody, all the people, the servants, they have to know and they have to see that this is happening. I'm assuming that they're just used to it by now, and like it is what it is, and he's still the king, and she kind of, we see how strong Charlotte is in season 1 and 2, how everybody looks to her as the voice of England, right? Not necessarily George. So we know that she very much so takes over that role, but here it's almost kind of like no one knows what to do. Like, everyone, I think that's what makes this story so interesting this season, is this side story, if you will, we're learning with everybody else. We're learning with all the servants. We're understanding what's happening, and within that, we're learning acceptance too, because we have these two people that are just so amazing, that are making all of these changes, that are kind, that are just very different figures than what we normally get or normally would get with a king and a queen. I'm definitely gonna watch another one. I have to. I need to know what happens after this. It is so addicting. We have Lady Danbury is free. She's free. I mean, sorry, rest in peace, Lord Danbury, but at least he died doing what he loved. He croaked. He's out. She celebrates. It's great. And now I think that because she is in the position that she is, she could just, she doesn't have to have any babies. She doesn't have a name that needs to live on. She could just live happily ever after in her new fancy large house, being the queen's lady in waiting. And I think that is great for her right now. But what we get to see in the future, or the present, whatever you want to call it, is that it's still really sad. It's still really, really sad that, like, yeah, she's free, great, let's celebrate, but she didn't get a chance at a happy life in the way that others did. We have a really interesting interaction with Viscountess Bridgerton, where we get to see young Violet, which was really, really fun, because we haven't seen her yet. We learn more about her, but we'll get to that. We have this really interesting interaction with Viscountess Bridgerton and Lady Danbury when she's mourning her husband. Edmund was, wonderful, and he was kind, and I miss him, and this day is so hard for me. And Lady Danbury says to her, you are lucky. What does she say? I forget the word that she uses, but she basically says you're lucky. And she's like, what the heck are you talking about? My husband's dead. Why would you say that? And now her emotions are high. She's very upset right now. She's grieving. We know how much they were in love, and how this really affected her throughout her years in her life, losing him. So if she was more clear-headed, I feel like she may not have snapped at Danbury as quickly as she did, but she pretty significantly snaps at her and says, like, how dare you? And she's being rude and nasty, and then she kind of understands it on a different level when Danbury says, you go there to mourn your husband. I go there to get revenge. I go there to celebrate. You are doing all of these things in memory of your husband, and I'm opening charities that I know he would have hated. And when I say that you're lucky, it's because she had this wonderful life. Now, yes, it was cut short, but It could have been shorter, Exhibit A, because they weren't as young as Charlotte and George are here. When he died. They have all these beautiful, wonderful children who are now making beautiful, wonderful grandbabies. She has this whole beautiful family that she's surrounded by and this wonderful life and all of these amazing memories. And she had the time with him that she had. And it's what makes her so sad is looking back on all of this wonderful love, on this love, this passionate, wonderful, beautiful relationship that she had with Edmund. And Lady Danbury has none of that. She doesn't have any family around her. That's why in the first one she was so protective over Simon. It's so sad. It's so sad, but it's almost empowering at the same time. As if you go back and you watch all these scenes where Danbury is sleeping with Lord Danbury, she is completely spaced out. She's off looking up into the corner and she's thinking about other things and she's not even there. She's just in her own element and then it stops. That's her. She has learned to take her consciousness and just leave her body and cope with what is happening in different ways so that she doesn't have to feel it to a certain extent. That's her memory. Her memory is that. Her memory is being taken and controlled and having to have these out-of-body experiences so that she doesn't have to truly 100% feel what's happening. He is constantly saying, I am so great. Everything that's happening is because of me. The ball idea was mine. The fact that we got this house was mine. All of these things are all because of me. I'm so wonderful. And we even see this little moment of compassion that she says to him where she says, you are just as good as they are. And he smiles, and it's because she understands, like, regardless of what my life is or how he treats me, I understand that pain and suffering, and I'm gonna have compassion for it because I know how painful it can be. It just shows what kind of a person Lady Danbury is, and I truly believe that she is the strongest character in this whole universe, in this whole world. Lady Danbury is the badass in red that everybody should be looking at for pointers. You know, that's why she's so strong around Charlotte. And that's why Charlotte is so strong. Charlotte is her own person. I love her. I love her character. She's a bad in her own way. But Danbury is the driving force that pushed her to really be the queen that she is, saying to her in those moments, why are you worrying about what a guy feels about you or if he likes you or not? Like, you are standing up for our people. You are uniting sides. Like, do you understand the power that you have right now? And again, that's because she has a guy that she can be happy with in a relationship. Danbury's like, I don't gotta worry about that stuff. I'm worrying about everything else because I don't have love clouding my judgment. And I don't like to say clouding my judgment, but to a certain extent, it does cloud your judgment in other areas, sometimes for the good and sometimes for the bad. But I think that as sad as it is that Danbury doesn't have that love and relationship, that again is why she is so strong and so empowered in other areas. We get to meet, again, Violet Bridgerton, very, very exciting, and we get to see her when she's little, and we get to meet her father, and what an amazing human being he is. Her mother sucks, but her father is wonderful. And about the hat, oh my god, that line that she says where today is the day where I know there are no hats to be made, I think she says. Oh. And then we see her when she's little with the hat on. But anyway, her mother sucks. Her father's great. And I love that she is so intelligent. She is saying all these things about how, well, they have just as much money as us, if not more. They went to school with daddy. And, you know, they're just like us. They're even. Why do we need to stay away from them? Why is this a bad thing? And the father's winking at her. And I love when they go to the ball, which, by the way, bad Move, Danbury, sending out those invitations anyway. I love that. And I love that the princess got to see her son be truly happy and how much that warmed her heart. And I can't wait to see what that means for her and Lady Danbury's relationship in the next episode. But not only does he go to the ball and he's like, let's be friends, and Lord Danbury, you're gonna go on the hunt with me, and he asks her to dance. He asks her to dance because he knows how important that is for everybody to see. This side is going to dance with this side, and we're going to have fun, and it's going to make a statement, and everybody else do the damn same thing because we are all mingling. This is a ball. We are here. Let's do it. And it works. We have everybody from all different sides dancing together and co-mingling, and it's just this wonderful, beautiful moment. We get to see George's first appearance at a ball, at a function, and they're so happy, and it's just a wonderful, beautiful time. And it's just such a statement that has not been made. And this experiment that they keep talking about, the experiment, it tells you that it's going to work. It is going off with a bang. It is going to be amazing. I love this episode. This might be my favorite one yet. I really, really like the other ones, but this one, like, this was really, really great episode. We are now halfway through the season. I keep saying season, but it's just like a little spin-off, and it's like I have never experienced a show that creates their own universe where I exceedingly love the next season and the next season and the next season. Like, I always have, mostly with shows, I'm like, I really, really love the first one, and the other ones are really great. I loved Bridgerton season 1. Fantastic. I loved Bridgerton season 2. Even more. Fantastic. But this is almost making me love it more than season 2. I love these characters, but I feel like you couldn't have, or I couldn't at least have, the same love that I have for this if I hadn't watched seasons 1 and 2, because you get a feel of the characters, you get to learn them, and you pick your favorites, you get angry at some, but then you kind of understand everything so much better by seeing their past moments and understanding why they are who they are. And like, I hated Anthony in season 1. If you watch my reactions, I'm literally like, ugh, Anthony's on the screen. Like, I don't even want to watch. And I fell in love with Anthony in season 2. I could not believe how much I loved Anthony in season 2 because I understood him better. And so I feel like that's what's happening here, is we're getting our 3 main ladies and we're understanding everything so much better. And it's just making me love the Bridgerton universe so much more. So I can't wait to see what happens in season 3. I don't even know who we're following in season 3. But, it's such a great episode. Very sad at the end, as always. But, I can't wait to see episode 4. So until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try to make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.